1, 2, 3. Let's get there! Let's get there! Come on! Come on, Ethan!
Have you noticed the increase in all of the AI startups happening? In Silicon Valley specifically, everyone and their cousin is making a ChatGPT agent and then putting some pretty wrapper on it and then offering it to you as the best innovation you've ever seen. You've probably noticed a lot of this when it comes to interviews. You'll be talking to an AI robot. And sometimes they even make you get on camera with an AI robot that's not on camera. It's weird. And it records everything you say during the call, transcribes it, and then everyone can read it after. But there are some companies, like the one in today's video, that's used for sales. So this is an employee monitoring type sales app that monitors your sales calls. And your manager can drop in at any time, because the company essentially can just give you a script to follow, and then they can make sure that you hit those talking points enough, or you say the company buzzwords enough during your sales talk. This is Rilla, the AI app that is the end of ride-alongs. Before you have your sales call, you get their consent so that you can record the call, and then you let it record, and it captures everything, transcribes it to text, and then you can analyze it for better feedback later. And make sure those pesky employees keep hitting those metrics. I'm kidding, sort of. Like, here's a video that's Adam's Auto Service. It sounds like it's from GTA or something. If you were wondering why your bills are slowly going up, this might be a reason why. You know how when you go get your car fixed for one thing and then you end up with 5 other things you didn't go in for? It's like Costco. I mean, it even looks like a screenshot from the game. It mostly talks about how they're making a lot more money every day because they're using this app and they can see exactly what's happening and when. Vibes are kind of
This is Adams Automotive. We are the largest independent automotive retail repair center in the country. Rilla is an in-person recording software that we can see exactly what happens when a rep's talking to a customer. Rilla has allowed us to have 100% visibility to ensure that all of our guys are adhering to the process.
For some salespeople, it's about building a relationship and honesty and being genuine, not having to follow a script. Yeah, I'm just going to keep this as my pause frame while I talk. What was I saying? For those sorts of salespeople, this app just makes everything feel so forced. Didn't say this week's deal 3 times in the first minute of conversation? That's been noted down.
It immediately moved our needle and increased our revenue. Our ticket average went up 7% in the first month.
We've seen a $52 increase in sales on ticket average.
That means every person on average is getting charged $52 more because they're following this app. Bosses making sure they're hitting those metrics.
Make sure you mention the deal.
Do they need it?
Make sure you mention the deal.
But yeah, do they need it? Like, do they have the money? Like, what? Let's not do this. Come on.
We see about 600 cars in a month. So that's produced a little over $25,000, $26,000 in sales this month alone.
My industry has to understand it's about the customer.
It's about the customer. That's why we're charging them an average of $52 more. And then they're like,
we made $26,000 more this month alone, but the industry has to understand.
Industry has to understand it's about the customer.
I don't know about that.
Every single touch point in our business now, I can record, have AI analyze it.
But you can already do that. Just transcribe your voice and ask ChatGPT the same questions.
It's allowed me to stay on top of what the guys are doing.
Right there. It's allowed me to stay on top of what the guys are doing. Why don't you trust your guys? Why do you need to stay on top of them? Maybe get different guys if that's how it is. I would much prefer, let's trust what the guys are doing. We don't need to use this to watch them.
It's also allowed them to hit their marks. They're very competitive, so they don't like missing their scripts. So we can actually show them face to face what's going on. It's allowed more time to coach. And that's the biggest thing when you're dealing with the high volume that we're here doing.
You see, using AI to take the human aspect away because the volume of sales we have, and we could be making so much more. Way to make your clients feel like a number. We just use AI and have our people follow these scripts because we have so many customers.
Dealing with the high volume that we're here doing.
I cannot get enough of it. I am absolutely obsessed.
My favorite thing about Rilla is that when you come to their website and you go to their FAQ, the top question is this legal? I'm glad a lot of companies are wondering that first.
I want to record. Is it legal? Ugh.
That really says a lot about the people using this, I think. And then when you open these up, for the is this legal one, yes, it is perfectly legal to record conversation with homeowners. If you're in one of the following 11 states, you must inform the customer before you do so, though. California, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Florida, Maryland, Illinois, Washington, Montana, Pennsylvania, New Hampshire, and Oregon. How else do you read that? And then they even have some recommendations to learn how you can get their consent easily. And then when you click read the recommendations, it takes you to this page where they request your email, and I'm just gonna pass. Why don't you just tell them the recommendations for how they can get their consent easily here for all to see? And then down here it says, how do reps feel about recording their conversations? And there's doubt at first, but your team will gravitate towards it as a way to protect themselves from litigious homeowners. Is that what you tell them? Then it says, they'll have some recordings and receive coaching moments. After 1 month of using Rilla, your reps become 40 to 50% better at selling. And at this point, the doubt is gone, and the top performers become addicted.
I cannot get enough of it. I am absolutely obsessed.
They end up reviewing every single conversation to try to get better every time. I mean, I guess that's pretty cool. As long as the companies using this aren't making this insanely difficult for the salespeople and then making sales feel even more awkward and the customer feeling even more forced to pay more. Here it says, how does the AI work? We take your sales process and train our AI on it. Our AI will learn from your top performers and hold the rest of your reps to that standard, which, you know, that's going to end up working out completely fair. See right here, script compliance. So imagine you're working at a company doing sales your own way. You're doing great. You're a top performer. Then your company gets this app, and suddenly they start making you do script compliance, where you have to mention all these things, even if the conversation doesn't allow it, but you could still make the close or the sale. You know, it's just going to make people start feeling really weird. Oh yeah, the Wall Street Journal had a couple lines about them in their articles, and they have a little picture here in the Wall Street Journal where someone's sleeping at the office, which is the same one that they posted on LinkedIn, which again is just rage bait for lots of views. They mention Rilla, where it says, we don't have any strict work policies, but we tend to work 60, 80 hours every week. Obviously that went to their head, and they made this video.
Rilla just made the front page of the Wall Street Journal. They wrote about how we work 70 hours a week, rarely take vacation, and the comments said we're
narcissists,
megalomaniacs,
disgusting sociopaths.
But here's the thing, we don't listen to the NPCs. We prefer
to be the NPCs, because this video is clearly marketed to a certain age of people who are willing to hustle and grind 80 hours a week. So they lean on your typical famous hustle and grind people, but from like 15 years ago, from old motivational videos with that cinematic music.
But here's the thing, we don't listen to the NPCs. We prefer to listen to the greats.
The best way to prove your value is to work. You know, as hard as you believe you can work harder than that.
You just have to put in 80 to 100 hour weeks every week.
If I fail, I wouldn't regret that. One thing I might regret is not ever having tried.
So they reference Kobe and then Elon and then Bezos, as if Rilla is anything like those. So here's another video about Rilla where you can kind of see the culture, and this is a software engineering intern.
I'm James, and I'm a software engineer intern at Rilla. I have shipped many things so far, and one of them is custom summary. What custom AI summary allows her to do is basically enter her prompt as, give me an invoice summary of this conversation. Based on that,
congratulations, intern, you've added the ability to summarize with a ChatGPT modal on the website. I mean, I know they're an intern. Hopefully you're not working 80 plus hours a week for this.
People get remembered for what they build.
The only thing that kept me going was that I loved what I did. You've got to find what you love.
What do all of these people have in common?
They were all working for their own dreams. So why we work 80 plus hours a week building someone else's company should be the title of this video. And then this is the culture that you get to come to.
This is the place where we win every f***ing day.
This is the place where we win every day. I love the influencer hands. You have to do, that's the TikTok default now, the influencer hands as you make statements. It's my favorite. Every
f***ing day.
Rilla is the only place that I've found where everyone else is as diabolically logged in as I.
So as you can see, they just do stuff like this on purpose to seem edgy. See, we're cool. That'll make all the old people on LinkedIn upset.
Rilla is the only place that I've found where everyone else is as diabolically logged in as I.
This is the only place where we're diabolically locked in. It's like a whole Twitch channel as an office, and chat is your coworkers.
This is like my favorite place to work ever.
Wow, it's your favorite place to work like ever. Cool, I want to join.
This is like my favorite place to work ever.
It feels like I'm a part of a championship winning team again.
But you're part of an AI startup company that record sales calls, and do the salespeople at Rilla have to use Rilla to improve their own sales?
It feels like I'm a part of a championship winning team again.
I get to wake up, I get to go to the super cool place filled with super cool people, I get to just build cool shit with them for as long as I want to.
Again, with more of the edgy stuff. Look, we're sleeping at the office, we're cool. I'm gonna work 80 hours a week for someone else.
I get to go to the super cool place filled with super cool people, I get to just build cool shit with them for as long as I want to.
I get to work in a super cool place with super cool people and build super cool stuff. That's super.
1, 2, 3, let's get there! Let's get there!
Let's get where? Let's go where? Is that needed for sales? Not really. I feel like genuine connection is needed for sale. Rapport, relationships. This is the Wolf of Wall Street energy, you know?
Get there! Let's get there! Come on!
This is their YouTube channel, and you can see the CEO actually has like this little series here. It's kind of like Diary of a CEO inspired, like they do now with all the motivational things.
The windshield is bigger than the rear view mirror for a reason. Because where we went yesterday doesn't matter.
I'm sorry, one more time, please.
Because where we went yesterday doesn't matter.
Okay.
Where we're going tomorrow is the only results that we can measure ourselves by.
Wow, inspirational, intense too, for no reason. It's just sales. The godfather of the home remodeling industry.
And you wondered why I'm not married. Okay? He's just explained why I'm not married.
This person right here is the CEO.
First of all, man, every time I see you, you got some crazy story. I've learned to train my brain to not think that it's a bunch of crap. Because
that's how they open the podcast, just straight up roasting him. I don't believe almost anything you say, but the godfather of the home remodeling industry is here with us. I mean, look at his face. He's like, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Because every time you tell me your crazy stories, it always ends up being true. So what crazy adventures have you been up to lately, man?
So here's another video, and this is the CEO. It's called We Did Virtual Ride-Alongs in the Sky, which is essentially where they review employees' recorded sales calls and give them feedback.
Hey guys, I'm Sebastian. I'm the founder and CEO of Rilla, the leading virtual ride-along software for the home improvement industry. And today I'm here with Alicia Powers, who's the general manager of Kohler Services San Diego. And today we're going to be hopping on that plane over there, and we're going to be doing virtual ride-alongs in the sky. So this is how it's going to work. How much time do we got, boss?
6 minutes.
So we got 6 minutes. When this plane takes off, I have to complete 3 ride-alongs on my ride-along inbox, and we gotta get our ride-alongs done before we jump off this plane, man.
This guy's just full of energy. His voice volume doesn't change from when he's in the plane or outside the plane.
Hey guys, I'm Sebastian. I'm the founder and CEO of Rilla.
It's not on or anything. It's just how he is.
And Alicia has to complete 2 ride-alongs on a ride-along inbox.
They treat this entire thing like a bomb's gonna go off if they don't check these transcriptions before it's time to jump.
Let's get it. The first thing I like to do when I look at the Rilla conversations is I like to look at the talk metrics.
Brittany, overall, this was a really good call. I think I want to check your analytics here.
Let's see how we did. Let's look at the talk ratio a little bit too high. Let's give him some feedback here.
I really need to tell you to dial back how much you're actually talking and give the customers time to respond to your questions.
Can you imagine being in someone's house, doing a sales consultation, and getting feedback from your boss while they're skydiving?
We're on track. Okay, we got a sale here. I got one more left.
All right, I'm almost done with mine. I got half of one.
Okay. I did all my ride-alongs.
I mean, how many camera people do you need to watch a CEO jump out of a plane after he checked emails? Like, look at this dude's headset. This is like filming that scene where Tom Cruise jumped out of the plane, the one in Mission Impossible Fallout. You can see this guy's headset here, and he runs out. Look at that. This guy's headset and this guy's headset. This guy's headset, this guy's headset. Like, what is happening here on this airplane?
We just still got 1 more to go. We're done. We're ready to go. So we gotta get ready to jump. We gotta get ready to jump. Let's ride along to the step.
Anyways, clearly the guy's got a lot of energy. And you can tell he's really passionate about his company, his product, what he's doing there. You could see how maybe that would transfer down to employees. But when you see everyone else just so bought in and
This is the place where we win every day.
bought in and they don't have that sort of control or decision-making power at all, it's just, you know, maybe you should use that sort of energy for yourself. Build your own thing. Use that ambition for you. You could do it. If we come back to their website and we come down to what our customers have to say, every one of my sales reps has sold way more with Rilla. But it doesn't say anything about like the sales reps' satisfaction, quality of life, having to micromanage this little app in the background when they go somewhere and click record and convince you for your permission so that they can record it, so that their boss can try and sell you more stuff later and go over the transcript, and it's just great. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you have anything you'd like me to showcase on the channel, you can email me, Instagram, Discord, however you'd like to do it. The links for all of that are down below. But having said all that, I hope everyone is doing really well, and I'll see you in the next one.